What's up, y'all? BK back here with CliffPickleball to bring you the best pickleball content on the internet. So today I wanted to talk to you about a shot that is integral to not just pickleball, but any racket sport. This shot is very underutilized, and learning the mechanics and understanding the basics of this shot goes a long way towards improving your pickleball game and really helping you take you to that next level. So today we're gonna dive into the forehand topspin and talk about the mechanics and drills that you can do all the way from beginner to advanced play. Let's do it. Now, before we continue, if you've enjoyed our videos so far, I really encourage you to please subscribe below to CliffPickleball. Over 80% of our viewers are non-subscribers, and it would really help us out if you could subscribe to our channel so we can continue to improve our content and make better pickleball content for y'all. Now back to the action. So what is the forehand topspin? The forehand topspin is arguably the most important shot in any racket sport because this shot really helps you understand the mechanics of racket sports and how to use your footwork and your body to consistently control your racket. Especially in pickleball, where it's so hard to control the ball if you don't know what you're doing, if you're coming in as a beginner with no racket sport experience, this shot is what's going to help you understand the mechanics and really help you control the paddle when you're playing pickleball. So what we're going to do is learn the mechanics of the forehand topspin so we can control the ball not just with our stroke, but also by adding spin. Let's go ahead. Now, a forehand topspin is where we're going to impart topspin on the ball so that the ball can go over the net and bring it back down. If you've heard the saying forehand stronger than the backhand, it's because your forehand side is going to be your dominant side, because that's where you're going to be able to use your dominant hand to really control the ball and also impart power. It's a lot easier to go to your forehand side to impart power because the way your body mechanics work, that's the side that's going to bring you the most efficient shot. So to start off, our mechanics for the forehand drive, it's really important that you prep your footwork early. As I always say, early preparation is the key to any shot in pickleball. So what we're going to do is set our feet. Now, there's two different ways to set your feet for a forehand drive. For a forehand topspin, you can either play it with an open stance where your feet are about shoulder width apart, or with a closed stance where you cross your feet over to generate some power. The open stance is really efficient when you're trying to play the forehand from the baseline, where you need to make sure that you're controlling the ball and you're moving laterally. Anytime you have to move side to side, it's easier to play it with an open stance. That way you're always facing the right side of the court. Now, if you're running forward, this is where you're going to use the closed stance in pickleball. So if I'm approaching a ball that's at the kitchen and I'm at the baseline and I'm running forward, that's where I'm going to run forward, set my feet with a closed stance, and follow through towards the court, because that's going to help me keep my momentum going forward so I can continue my motion to come into the kitchen line. Now, once you set your footwork, it's important to have the proper grip. For a forehand topspin, you can really use any grip: continental, eastern, semi-western, western, but the important part is to understand that to impart topspin on the ball, you have to close your paddle face just a little bit. So what you want to do is really get under the ball with a closed paddle face so you can rub the ball from low to high. Especially if you have the ball where you can contact that ball slightly underneath to get that ball to topspin from low to high, that's what's going to add your spin. That's going to bring the ball over the net and back down, which makes it much easier to control the pickleball. Now, once you understand how to contact the ball, we're going to go ahead and talk about our swing path. The swing path is really the motion of the forehand that's going to give you control and make sure that you're hitting the ball consistently. So the swing path for a forehand topspin is similar to a Nike logo. It's going to be that swoosh motion that you see on that Nike logo, where we're going to start with our high backswing. Again, our paddle face is going to be facing downwards, and then we're going to come underneath the ball. Again, my paddle face is still facing slightly downwards, and I'm going to follow through with my contact point beside my body. Again, my paddle face faces slightly downwards, just a small angle downwards, where I'm going to be able to contact the ball from low to finish high. So I always want to make sure that when I'm hitting that forehand topspin, I start from underneath the ball, swing upwards towards it with a slightly closed paddle face, and finish high. That's going to really help me follow through with the ball to impart the power and the topspin that I need to control my ball. This goes for drives and drops when you're trying to impart topspin. So on your forehand, you want to make sure that you're getting that nice swoosh motion. Again, you want to start high, get low, and follow through high. So here's what a good forehand topspin should look like with our follow through and our swing path. As you can see, I'm starting high, I got under the ball, and really used that close paddle face and my high follow through to to get topspin on the ball and also generate the power that I need. Now that we understand how to hit a forehand topspin, let's talk about when and where we're going to use this shot. As I said, this is a fundamental shot in the game of pickleball, so we're going to use this shot to pretty much kickstart any game. The forehand topspin is the easiest way to hit our serves and returns. So use this shot to hit deep serves and deep returns that kick off the surface and follow through deeper. So what we're gonna do on our serves and our returns is use this forehand topspin motion to really impart spin and power on our serves and returns so that we're making the most of pushing our opponents back on all of these shots. Apart from our serves and returns, this shot is also a great weapon to use to drive the ball and drop the ball. So what we're gonna do is, if we have an opportunity to attack where we see a gap on the court that can be exploited, we're gonna use our forehand topspin drive, try and fit that ball and control it into the gap that we see. Especially in singles where there's so much space to be exploited, this is going to be your #1 weapon to hit those passing shots past your opponent to hit those winners. Apart from these winners, in doubles, it's also a great way to set up the shake and bake. The shake and bake is where you're going to hit a really strong topspin drive into your opponent, and that's going to force them to pop the ball up because of the spin and the power of the shot, which then gives yourself or your partner the opportunity to come up and finish the point at the volley. The forehand topspin is not just a shot that you can use for your drives. You can also use the topspin for drops and dinks. Especially for the drop, the topspin is the best way to hit that ball high, yet bring it back down into the kitchen to control those reset shots. So the topspin is the best way to hit forehand drops because that's going to give you the opportunity, because of the spin, to hit that ball high above the net and still have it drop into the kitchen, zipping outward, making it really hard for your opponent to read and react to that ball. So go ahead and make sure that you use your forehand topspin, not just for drives, but also for those controlled resets, drops, and dinks. So we learned how to hit the forehand topspin, we learned the why, we learned the when, we learned the what, and we learned the where. Now what we're gonna do is improve our shot and work on it by doing these following drills. We're gonna go ahead and learn some drills all the way from the beginner level to the advanced levels that's gonna help you improve your forehand topspin and really help you take your game to the next level. Let's do it. So the first drill that we're gonna learn is a simple drop feed drill. This is where you're just gonna get some balls by yourself, and all you're gonna do is just drop the ball and work on hitting a topspin drill. This is a very beginner level drill where all you're working on is the mechanics of the topspin. What you want to do is try to get at the kitchen line where you're going to drop the ball and get that ball over the net and back down before the baseline. What you want to focus on here is your mechanic and your follow through. You want to make sure that you're getting under the ball with a slightly closed paddle face and rolling that ball over the net and bringing it back down before the baseline. Try not to overhit this ball and try not to use too much power. This is a controlled drill. This drill is all about getting you to control the ball to make sure that you can hit your forehand topspin high over the net, but yet bring it back down, imparting the spin that you need. Here are a few examples. As you can see, all I'm trying to do there is focus on my swing path and my follow through. I'm just dropping the ball low, getting underneath the ball, and just rolling it over the net. That way, I get to work on my motion, making sure that I'm making accurate contact and getting the topspin that I need on my shot. Once you're able to consistently hit drop feeds with your topspin, this next drill is a partner drill where you're gonna have a partner feed you balls from the other side of the court, and you're gonna stand at the baseline and work on your timing. This drill is about getting accurate timing on your balls and making sure that you're hitting your forehand topspins at the proper point. So your point of contact is your main focus with this drill. You want to make sure that you're setting your feet early, getting low, and hitting that ball across from your body in front so that you're able to control that shot the way you want it. Instead, unlike a drop feed, this is where the ball's coming at you, so you want to make sure that your point of contact and your timing is perfect. So work on this drill to work on your timing. Let's see a few examples. So now that we learned the timing of the shot, this next drill is to help you work on your footwork and hit shots on the run. So what we're gonna do again is we're gonna start at the baseline, but in the middle, where now you're gonna have your partner feed you a combo drill. This is where the first ball is gonna be to that right corner where you're gonna shuffle to the ball, use your open stance, hit the forehand, come back to the middle of the court, drop the ball, and then hit the ball. So you're gonna have your partner feed you a combo drill. This is where the first ball is gonna be to that right corner where you're gonna shuffle to the ball, use your open stance, hit the forehand, come back to the middle of the court, And then your partner is gonna feed you a short ball where you're gonna approach, use a close stance, hit the ball, and go back middle. Let's see what this drill looks like. As you can see, I'm focusing on hitting open stance shots at the baseline and hitting close stance shots on my approach shots. This is where I'm gonna have the best stability with my footwork to make sure that I set my feet, generate the power and topspin that I need to control my shots. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to go ahead and drill the shot a lot and make sure that you have the best forehand topspin in pickleball. As always, I've been BK, and you can follow me at BK_pickleball on Instagram and YouTube, and also make sure to subscribe to Cliff Pickleball below. Until next time, I'll see you later.